So I want to talk to you about how to take care of things so that you can win, and not only win, but be fulfilled in the joy of winning. Anybody interested? Okay. The first thing, and I have to move pretty fast because I don't have a lot of time, so really stay conscious with me, will you? I know it's an impossible task, but just stay with me. The first thing you need to know is who you are. And you need to know who your enemy is. Both Aristotle and Plato both agreed on this one idea, that the number one enemy you and I face in life is ourselves. You think about that, and we're constantly in battle internally until we wake up and surrender to higher principles. Now, these higher principles are called laws of the universe, or spiritual laws, or biblical laws, whatever. Notice there's a common thread in all of them. And I'm going to tell you that these laws don't care whether you ever learned them. If you learned them and you follow them, they don't care. They're just running the game. And wisdom is catching on to that. And then tying your life force and your talents and your energies into the flow of those principles. And all things will be added to you. Will it be easy? No. But everything, when you look back from that place of enlightenment or wisdom, you will see every step in your life has led you to the moment of greatness that you must capture when it's in front of you. Now, think about how we really are. First of all, our self-images are not very good. Did you ever notice that we spend a lot of time thinking about things we don't like about ourselves? Huh? How about when you get a little older and everything's moving in the wrong direction? And you look in the mirror and some wrinkles show up that were never there. And we run to the TV and we run to the cosmetic store, we try everything. We defy the natural flow of nature instead of being in the joy of the growth process that's before us. The game is never over. Isn't that great? We can grow every single day. We can become more loving, more caring, more supportive of people. Where in the world is it? Right here. Right here. You know what I hear most from people? And I visit with lots of people. George, you can't believe how much I've changed in a positive direction by being involved in this company. You know what else I hear? If I never made a dime, I'm so much more enriched for what you guys stand for. Now, we have critics and we have skeptics, but I ask you, did you ever see a statue erected for anybody like that? No. We're always looking for things we can believe in. Is that not part of our nature? You know why? Because there's something in us crying to get out and play and prosper and grow. In this business, I heard in some of the testimonials the word servant. How do you wear that? A servant is not manipulative. A servant doesn't look for only their end of the deal and hope that you go along to support what they want. The servant mentality is, brother, I'm with you. I'm going to help you as long as you want to play the game. I'm by your side. We're locking arms. We're locking spirits. And we're going to go together. That's leadership. Some of you are going to leave here this weekend, and you're going to go back to your job. Well, I've done a lot of analysis of people leaving on Friday afternoon and starting on Monday morning. I used to be the kind of guy who would stand outside to get research and ask them, how's it going? Well, it was kind of interesting. There was a lot more joy on Friday at 5 than there ever was Monday at 7 or 8. So I used to give them a little test. I said, you know, the world's upside down. And the reason it's upside down because the consciousness of the masses is not enlightened. They don't have any unanimity of philosophy to understand we are here for wonderful purposes, to care, to love, to grow, to prosper, to move each other along. And the world's in the condition that it's in because the consciousness of the minds and spirits of us have created it. How do you feel about that? We are responsible. So what I want you to do, I want you to think about what it is that stops you. And you will notice that it's just a ghost. It's not real. It's your mismanaged imagination giving power to a ghost that tells you you can't. And therefore, when you say you can't, you will also say, I won't try. They're connected. When you get into this and you want to get started, find out what it is you want to change in your life, and I'm going to tell you where to start. Start in front of the mirror and ask yourself honestly, real honestly, who am I? Am I honest or dishonest? Have I been interested in shady deals or honest deals? Do I have a work ethic or do I need to work on it? Because whatever manifestation you have outside of you was created from the inside of you. Your brain, your emotions, your behaviors, yes or no? So there's two things I tell people they must get rid of immediately if they are going to prosper, grow, and be happy. And that is excuses and blame. Forgive everybody who ever hurt you. You're drinking the poison hoping they would die. Forgive them. No valid reason, no reason at all, get rid of it. You'll be amazed. In an instant, you will feel freedom. That opens you up for much more than you realize, because you will be gaining the wisdom and the knowledge because now you are awake and you thirst for that wisdom and knowledge. And I will guarantee you with every ounce of flesh I have, it will come to you if you want it. And you deserve it, but you must open up to it. So that means there's some things in your life you have to give up. You know what they are. I don't need to tell you. I've counseled people for years. I know all of them. And there's some things you need to develop. You're playing in the Super Bowl every single day of your life. When are you going to realize that? Nobody can stop you but you. Nobody can tell you you can't. You can give your dream away by agreeing with them. No more of that. And when it comes to frustration, and it comes to the challenges that you are going to face, I want you to do this. Keep your dream alive. Surrender to your dream. And let it be okay that people don't like you. Let it be okay they tell you they're going to come to meetings and they don't. Let it be okay if they start doing jumping jacks and 3 weeks later don't return your phone calls. All of that is okay. This is a 99% emotional management business. Now, how simple can it get? The behaviors that you need to succeed, anybody can learn them. I used to do a training, and I would prove to the audience that I could train a monkey to become an RVP. How many of you have ever seen me do that one? Yeah, some of you have. And the simple reason they could become an RVP is they had no language to understand what you said to them. They were keen at observing behavior and not too much listening to the verbiage. And because they had no emotional reaction to this stinks, my mother was in one of these things 10 years ago. She still got soap in the basement, to which I say, well, that's wrong. She should have sold it. Let me move on to another principle, very important principle. It's called the principle of cause and effect. Everything that is had a cause, and so it is with your life. Every thought you have is the cause of some consequence, it be a behavior or an attitude. And those combined with the events in your life create a destiny. And over time, if you have bad habits of thinking, you're going to get the results in your life of the bad habits of thinking. Your thoughts are your creative power. You think your life into existence. That's why people who talk about goals will tell you, possess it now, and it will manifest because you'll never let go of that possession. Dorothea Brand wrote a book many years ago. I read it, and one statement jumped right off the pages as though they were lit in front of my eyes. You know what she said? Listen closely. And when you hear it, ask yourself, if you could do this, imagine it, what would you be afraid of? And here's what she said. Act as though it were impossible for you to fail, and you will not. Now, as a psychological principle, it blew my mind. Because everybody who I saw make it, they seem to have that quality. You don't like it? I love you anyway. Keep walking with love. Don't get angry. Okay, you know your brother-in-law's at Thanksgiving turkey asking you still in that stupid thing? And you go out and get in your BMW and he's riding around in this Ford Focus. Cause and effect. Before the fruit was in your hand, there was a seed. As it goes with thought, a consequence in your life is nothing more than a thought unfolding over time. Check your thinking. Oh, George, how can I be happier? You're going to hate this. Think happier thoughts. You go, what? I often hear, boy, I wish I could meet the right person, huh? How about that one? And they ask me, what should I do? I say it's so simple. Become love first, and love will find you everywhere. So don't seek it, become it. How many of you want power in your lives? Aren't you tired of being second rate? It's who's cheering for you on Monday morning? I used to do this little thing, say, okay, I'm going to give you a little pantomime. Here's what I want you to do on Monday. I want you to walk into your place of work with a big smile on your face. And you walk in and you go, whoo-hoo, boy, am I happy to be here today. Thank God for the people who started this company that gave me a chance to take some money home to my family. Thank God they are going to get my best attitude and my best effort all day long. Well, guess what? If you think I'm not telling you what's so, you're the one that will be treated by noontime with a psychiatrist. See, that's called abnormal. Doesn't that make you a little sick? Should we not be grateful when we have an opportunity? Belly achers, complainers, let them run their game. You stay on yours. And watch out for spiritual and emotional contamination. It's all around. Pray for it. Be kind to it. Do not get attached to it. Because who you hang with is a total reflection of who you are. So you need to clean it up. Don't recruit the slickster. They're toxic in this environment. They don't last. No place for them to play here. This thing is legitimate. It's protected. And like Greg says, we are a blessed company. And after 14 years, I am certain why. They are the right kind of leadership, moral, ethical, and caring. In 14 years, and I've traveled all over with these guys, never once in the most private conversations did I ever hear one word uttered from their mouths that was to their advantage and our disadvantage. Tell me where you're going to find that again.